it all the evidence in the universe will come up to show you that you don't. So I've really discovered that the safer way to do this, and the more enjoyable way to do this, and the way to actually gain a little bit more respect from the people that are around you, is to just show up and say, I don't know anything. I really don't know anything. And then you say something that's like profound, and they're like, oh, for somebody who doesn't know anything, you just said something that, as Rod said, saved his life. I don't walk around believing that I saved his life. I believe that the individual, the inner essence within him, brought him to a time, bless you, and a moment and a place by which he was opened and ready to receive. And in that same connection, that wholeness, that oneness, that infinite intelligence was moving through me as the vessel, as the transmitter, to put out the words or the message that was his to hear in order for him to step into that level of consciousness. And not to put myself in some category, but the Master Teacher Jesus said the same thing. It is not I who do the work, but the Father within. Kind of change, you can take gender out of there. It's not the individualized personality of Michael that does the work, but it's the infinite essence that is within each and every one of us that comes through me because I've opened myself up to be a vessel by which that truth can be spoken. The words can be spoken. The thoughts can be held in consciousness. And the hands, the activity of what I do, becomes the example or the model by which so many others draw from that, and they find it within themselves, and they are the ones that save their own lives. And so I step back into a place of humility. And I'm not a humble person, but now and then I'm called to step back into a place of humility and understand that it's not me that's doing it. I'm allowed, I'm blessed, I'm graced with the opportunity to be a vessel by which it can be brought forth, but I'm not the one that's doing it. You are. Each and every one of you is doing this. Every day, every week, every year, you are the one that is doing this. As I was standing in the lobby this morning, and Patricia came in and was sharing some revelation about something I said the other night that impacted her, and how she began to move into a new level of awareness at this point. And the thought just like popped into my mind and said, it wasn't me. I'm a vessel. And the great thing about leaders who have opened themselves up to be the vessel, who have gone through the trials and the tribulations, been there, done that, got the postcards, got the calendar, got all of the, the souvenirs that went along with it, the struggle to get here, to be in this place where I could be the vessel that allows for anyone else who connects to that to move to that place of awareness instantaneously. So as each of us is doing the work that we are doing in our lives, our sphere of influence, wherever we are in the world, we are providing for somebody else the opportunity to move into a place of awareness instantaneously, by which they can avoid and skip past all of the pain and the suffering that has been brought forth in order to get there, because pain and suffering is no longer necessary for us to move into the consciousness and the awareness that God is all there is. It's simply a matter of the mind. It's simply a matter of waking up into the power and the presence that is you right here, right now. There is nothing more that needs to be done other than to just simply wake up and speak the truth. Your thoughts have to be about truth. Your words have to be about the truth. Your action has to be about the truth. There was a quote from Emma Curtis Hopkins that said something like, the person who says something like, I should have brought the quote with me, but she says, a person who says that I'm seeking the work. I'm seeking the work that I need to do in order to get the prosperity and the abundance that I want and desire, is living in a lie. Because what we have been told by all of the mystics, by all of the wisdom teachers of the past, is that if you find within yourself the power and the presence and the passion and the purpose of why you are in life, then the money will follow. There was that movie that was brought out, The Field of Dreams, that has been so misinterpreted and so misunderstood by so many people, that everybody started walking around speaking what they thought was the truth, but they were actually in error because they stepped out and they said, well, if you build it, they will come. Now, I know that that's not true because I see all the vacancies that are out there in the world. How much more evidence do you need? You can build everything you want. Does not necessarily mean that they're going to show up just because you built it. The message was that if I build it, and what is it? My consciousness. If I build my consciousness around the truth that I know that I am, that I am, that I am, that I have revealed the essence and the power and the presence within me, then wherever I go, whatever I do, whatever my activity is, then all things shall follow. Have you heard that in Scripture before? Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto that. What does that mean? The kingdom of heaven is the consciousness that each and every person is carrying with them. It's not someplace off in the distance. It's not in another galaxy. It's not in another universe. It is right here, right now, in this moment, within you, waiting, urging, pushing, calling, pulling, asking you to step up and live life in the moment. So we had a Thursday night Friday night experience here. I've been here all week.